Lawrence smiled.
Do you live in Manhattan?
He asked, delicately rolling 2 thin slices of fish onto his chopsticks with practiced grace.
Yeah, in Greenwich Village, just near Washington Square.
With someone, or?
Adam's heart thudded in an odd half-step.
No, I mean, I have a girlfriend, Vicky. But she doesn't live with me. She's got a place in Brooklyn.
Oh, I'm surprised.
What? That I...
He didn't know how to finish the accusation. That he wasn't single, that he had a girlfriend, despite the way he was trying desperately not to look at Lawrence's mouth and hands.
New York is expensive when you live on your own,
Lawrence said mildly, and some of the tension left Adam's shoulders.
I thought you might have a roommate. How long have you and your girlfriend been together?
About a year, I think.
He took another bite, swallowed. The sushi really was delicious.
I got a stupidly good deal on my apartment, and her rent cost twice mine, so it really just kind of makes sense for us to live separately.
Adam couldn't read Lawrence's expression.
I see.
And you live in New Jersey, right?
In Woodcliff Lake. It's about an hour from the city.
Lawrence took a bite of the edible garnish in the center of the Ususukuri's spiral.
I practiced oncology at Mount Sinai, though.
He noticed the past tense.
Oh, you don't need more?
I work from home these days, mostly.
Lawrence's lips flattened slightly into a humorless smile.
I'm on leave from practicing surgery until the spring, at least. Navigating the OR is a bit more difficult for me with this.
He gestured towards the cane handle, hooked over his chair.
I was in a fairly bad car accident this past October. I lost my foot. My right foot.
Oh my god.
Adam put a hand to his mouth, then quickly took it away. He didn't want Lawrence to think he was overreacting, but the thought of the man in front of him going through something so painful, even though he barely knew him.
I'm so sorry, Lawrence.
Thank you.
He let out a soft breath, almost a sigh.
I'm just glad Diana was all right.
She was in the car with you?
No,
Lawrence swallowed.
neither of us were. We were out trick-or-treating and...
He looked down at the slightly trembling hand he'd left resting on the table, and Adam suddenly felt horrible.
I'm sorry. You don't have to talk about it.
It's fine.
He smiled again, smaller. It didn't quite reach his eyes.
Like I said, my daughter is safe. That's all that really matters.
On instinct, Adam reached across the table and put his hand over the doctor's. He didn't know why he did it. To offer comfort, to siphon his pain away through touch somehow. Lawrence's skin was warm. Adam could imagine those hands in surgery, or hugging his daughter. Steady, reassuring. They only touched for a moment before Adam snatched his hand away again, as quickly as if he'd been burned.
Sorry,
he said again, mortified.
It's fine.
He could tell Lawrence was looking at him, but Adam couldn't meet his eyes. He felt as if he'd transgressed some unwritten rule, some law that naturally separated men like Lawrence from guys like him.
I appreciate it, Adam. Really. I do.
His head was spinning. He could still feel the warmth of the other man's hand under his fingertips. Lawrence saved him by changing the subject.
What are you doing this Thursday?
Nothing. I'm working in the morning, but I get out at noon. It's the last holiday shift of the year.
Adam finally raised his head again. Lawrence's expression was completely placid once again, with only a faintly amused twitch of his lips.
I'm glad to hear it.
His gaze shifted down to his plate to eat another bite of the sushi.
Would you like to celebrate by getting out of the city?
What do you mean?
Come visit me. In New Jersey.
Adam took a short breath.
Really? I mean, yes, I'd like to, yeah, thanks.
He grinned. Those blue eyes were considering him again, silent for long enough that Adam was able to relax and take another sip of his tea.
You're an unusual man, Adam,
he said quietly, just as Adam was about to ask him some meaningless question. He set his tea down, more curious than offended. He doubted he could ever be offended by anything the man said.
Why?
Lawrence had a strange expression on his face.
Flung out of space,
he said.